cut. Welcome to the top cut. Welcome to the top cut. Welcome to the top cut. Top cut. Welcome to the top cut. Welcome to the top cut. Welcome to the top cut.
Hey everybody, Sunny here. I wanted to come to you today with a little bit different of a video than from what we would normally do. So we wanted to go ahead and start talking about the products that we really love as consumers and really giving you some different products that we wanted to give ratings to and kind of do a good review on. So the product that we're going to start with today is the GEMtech Jaguar backpack. Now, this was a backpack that was released a few months ago around August from GEMtech, and they have a sister product coming out, which is the GEMtech Puma backpack, which if this video goes out on time on Sunday, then that means that the backpack released 2 days ago on Friday, December 16th, and you still might be able to get one if you like what you see out of this product. Now, the main differences between the Jaguar backpack and the Puma backpack is that this backpack is this nice green color that I happen to like a lot, but the Puma backpack is more of a red color, and you'll be able to see that on the website if it's something you desire. But let's go ahead and get on into talking about this particular bag, the Jaguar. So the first thing you'll notice when you look at the backpack is this front face right here. This is this nice green material, which is a moisture wicking material. Now, I personally enjoy having this material. It can be a bit more, not really of a backpack feel, but there's nothing wrong with that because the goal is to keep your cards safe. Now, in addition to that, when you take the bag out of the box, when you first get it, you'll notice that you're also going to get this nice black stretchy material thing. And what this is, I didn't know what it was at first. This is a rain cover for your bag. This is a nice touch that really shows that this is a product from a TCG playing company for TCG players. So it comes with a bunch of really nice, thoughtful touches to keep the cards safe that you've put so much money, love, and time into collecting. So the next thing I want to talk about with this particular bag is the straps right here. So you'll notice you have these straps right here, and we're just going to go ahead and open it up. These nice two little hooks, and it flips over. So the flap right here does a couple of things. First off, it keeps you from letting anybody open this without your express permission. It's going to be very, very difficult to maybe sneak a hand into the backpack or something when you're not paying attention. And it also allows you to access this front zipper pocket, this top pocket, and this second top pocket. So this first top pocket, we're going to open it up here. And you're going to see inside you have a nice big space with a couple of pouches both on the back and on the front. So this space doesn't look very big. It's got a bottom right here about halfway down the bag, and it allows you to go ahead and store different things without worrying about having to fight dividers and stuff, and it actually holds quite a lot. So for example, for mine, I'm able to hold 2 large boxes that I keep my Edison cube in, as well as some deck boxes that I keep other various decks and things that I'm wanting to carry with me. So the only qualm that I have about this particular pouch is that if you look here on the inside, you have these pouches, which are good pouches. The only issue is that they don't have any kind of a zipper or a clasp on the pouches themselves. And what this can lead to is, for example, if you, I don't know if it'll translate, but you can see right here, I've got some dice in this particular pouch. Now, personally, I have found that when traveling, such as when you get on a flight going to, say, when I went to YCS Niagara Falls, I noticed that going to store that pouch, going to store the bag in the overhead bin, when I would put the bag in the overhead bin or in the seat underneath me, those pouches had a tendency to kind of lean forward. And as a result, when I opened my bag, I kind of found dice everywhere. So I've taken to not always really carrying dice there if I'm really going, if I'm going to throw it in the back of my car or whatever. But overall, I really love the design of this pouch. And if you look really closely, you'll actually see that this right here is a false bottom. And that's for something that we're going to get into a little bit later. But I want you to know that it's all Velcro. This bottom is held in and it's false. So the next part is over here. You have this nice locking mechanism. And these zippers from this last back pouch can go ahead and they hook into this particular locking mechanism. And once you have the code set like you can go ahead and just click this little button on the bottom and it opens the ability to let you get these zippers open. So Now, something else that I want to note, I personally found that when you get the bag from Gem, it comes with the code 000 set. And there's not really any instructions in the box on how to change the code on this. I actually had to message Gem directly to figure out how to change the code on this. But it is a nice TSA approved lock. And if you open this pouch, you'll see it's a great place to store binders, or I have a Spellgrounds playmat that I use, and I keep that tucked down into the bag. Also on this side right here, you'll notice a nice little cup holder right here. It's definitely great, perfect size for a bottle of water or Gatorade, keep you hydrated at those tournaments and make sure that you're staying healthy. All right, now the last couple of things on the front that I want to touch on are right here. You have an extra pouch storage. I use a LifePoint pad generally, or a small calculator can fit there, or even a phone charger, something like that. And then here on the front, you have these two straps, which are actually built to hold a playmat tube. So I like to keep my nice, good playmat tubes, but I never want to put too expensive of a playmat here because it's actually pretty easy to just slide that playmat tube out. But keeping the playmat tube here with the playmat is a nice aesthetic, and I like a lot how they've moved the playmat tube holder down here to the bottom of the bag to really work on the distribution of weight. So what you'll see with a lot of TCG backpack designs is they'll try to build maybe just like an extra large cup holder on the side of the bag to hold your playmat. And personally, I've never been a fan of that, because what usually ends up happening is the playmat itself kind of sticks out too high and you're bumping it with your shoulder, or it's kind of throwing off the weight of the bag. I really prefer it down here. It just makes everything a little bit more ergonomic, and it's a lot better. So, the last really great highlight feature of this bag that I want to address is over here on this left side of the bag. If you look closely, you have this nice two-handed, just two-zipper leather pull down. So you're just going to pull that down, and this flap, which is magnetic, so even if you have it pulled down, it generally tries to stay closed. You open this magnetic flap, and you'll see that there's kind of this hidden compartment over here on the side of the bag. So as you can see, this hidden compartment has a couple of flaps right here on the door to the compartment. These flaps have a couple of pouches, 3 pouches. Personally, I found that they're a little bit too small for anything, maybe more than 1 or 2 dice, maybe a coin or a USB stick. Other than that, there's not really a lot that you can use, but I'm always a fan to see more pouches on these particular bags, because as you know, or anybody would tell you, when it comes to a bag like this, you really can't have too many of these little pouches here, there, and everywhere. All right, so as we look on the inside of the bag here, we're going to see that there's this nice removable tray. So this tray comes preset for 3 double deck boxes. And if you go ahead and pull these deck boxes out, because I always like to keep a bunch of Edison and advanced decks on me at all times, you'll see that it has these foam divider trays in the tray. So if you open this up, you can see these are actually all Velcro. That's all it is, and it's great so that you can rearrange and change the design of this pouch. And if you wanted to, you notice that bottom right there is the bottom from this top pouch. So if you want to remove that, you can, and make this all one huge backpack pouch. This is a great design. I really love the modular design of this bag. It's very clear that a ton of love and thought went into these bags. And personally, that's why I carry this bag with me wherever I go. The cons of this bag are rather small, but they're worth talking about. So personally, what I would like to see moving forward is maybe some zippers on these inside pouches, just to allow for things to not get shuffled around, especially when you're traveling. As somebody that quite frankly would buy this expensive of a backpack, a lot of times those kinds of players will be traveling to events. So overall, I would like to see some nice zippers in here to make it more conducive for travel, and maybe something to make this pouch a little bit more secure, because overall, I do find that I keep my most expensive cards a lot of times in that pouch. So for me, it would give me a little bit more peace of mind if that was a little bit more secure. Other than that, I think that this bag is extremely well built with tons of thought and care for the players that are going to be using it. Personally, I would give this bag a rating of an A. And I think that it has the room to move up to an A plus with the addition of those small little changes that I talked about. So I want to thank you all so much for watching today's video. If you enjoyed this type of content, please be sure to let us know down below in the comments. We would love to do some more reviews on deck boxes, playmats, and all different kinds of things that we have going around in this community, because I think we really have a renaissance of sorts of all of this awesome TCG gear, and I would love to explore more of it with you guys. So thank you all so much for watching today's video, and until next time, have a great week, everybody.
Welcome to the top cut. Welcome to the top cut. Welcome to the top cut. Top cut. Welcome to the top cut. Welcome to the top cut. Welcome to the top cut.